Hey, we back. I'm here on Karuta. Well, kind of, you'll see. And we're talking about dates today. Dates we've done a couple of videos on before, and if you're interested in how dates actually work or how to do well on them or anything like that, check out my other videos on those. The link will be in the description. But what I'm talking about today is auto date solvers, because they do exist. As you can imagine, the dates are actually pretty easy to solve. If I just get up an example here, you can probably imagine that any kind of general pathfinding algorithm will be able to work out a optimal route through all of this stuff and keep all of these bars at the maximum possible, get the maximum possible AP. It's some generally pretty well studied maths, and while I don't know how to do it, there are plenty of other people that do. As for actually image recognitioning this, that's also reasonably easy, and even I could probably do that. So suffice to say, making a bot to solve these dates is actually totally plausible, and people have made them. Enter Koibot. Koibot is the example that I will be using for this video, but there's other ones like calendar spelt with a K and stuff like that. If you want an invite for this bot, I will leave a link to it in the description as well, so feel free to check out that. And this is basically just a bot that will automatically solve your date. You need to set it up, which is a little complicated. Now, this bot is pay to use. You need premium for it, which costs you, funnily enough, tickets. If you go onto their general server, you can pay them in order to use this bot. Obviously, this is how they're making a profit out of it. But every time you invite the bot to a new server, it gets 500 free uses, which is quite a lot, to be fair. Now, this obviously means that if you want, you could just keep making new servers and inviting Koibot to them in order to get as many free solves as you like. I don't think they're going to have anything in place to stop you from doing that, so feel free. Of course, it's a little bit of effort to go to, but if you're the only person using it on a fresh new server, then 500 uses is probably going to last you like a year, so it's pretty reasonable. So yeah, that's worth noting. And then you have to actually enable the command as well. So we have here me enabling the solve command and me enabling the KVI command. KVI is the nice one to have. It'll automatically put the solution every time you put your KVI, and it's got a date on it, so that's the one that I would suggest using. And the whole point of this bot is convenience. I've said in the past that the date board game is pretty difficult, and while if you plan it out and you do yourself some big brain things, you can easily get a better result than the bot. Actually, it doesn't find the most optimal solution, at least not unless you're a paid player, in which case it probably does. But yeah, I regularly find better solutions than the bot when I'm actually bothered. But the difference is, what I can do here is I can just type KVI, and as long as I've enabled it, it's going to quickly give me the, well, it says best path, but trust me, it's not actually the best path. As it says, it's a free solve, and at least for free members, it does not give the best path. So that's worth noting. You are still going to get more AP if you solve this thing yourself than relying on the bot. But yes, it does all the calculations, and if I went through and I followed this route, I would indeed get 33 AP. It means I don't have to plan out the route, I don't have to even open the spreadsheet, I don't have to do anything like it. It just gives me a good route straight on, and while it may not be the best route every time, it's going to be a pretty solid route. And so when you're in a bit of a rush, you just want to get the date out quickly, it's definitely worth using something like this, and I would recommend it. It all depends on whether you want to be a try-hard and go for the maximum possible AP, or if you just want to get the date done quickly and get onto something else, which makes perfect sense, because realistically the difference between 33 AP and 40 AP is not a huge amount. As long as you're getting some AP, it's all good, and that's what matters. Like I said, there's other bots that also do the same thing. Koibot is the only one I have experience with, so that's the only one I'm going to talk about. But yeah, there might be other ones that are better, worse, whatever. Feel free to have a look around and see what you like the most. This is just kind of a quick video to let you guys know that this kind of thing does certainly exist. is not currently on my server if you're there and you're wondering why it's not there, because I value the whole actually doing the date myself thing, but as always, more bots are entirely possible to be added. And once it's been like more than a couple of weeks since we added a bot, because we literally added a new one today, I will probably add Koibot on there at some point, and I would recommend you check it out at least. Whether you use it or not is up to you, because like I say, it's not going to be as effective as you just working out the date yourself, and I also feel like it ruins the fun of it a little bit. While the dating minigame gets pretty repetitive, it's challenging for a reason, you know, and I do appreciate that. So yeah, that's all down to your perspective though, of course. So yeah, there you go. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. Just let you guys know that the bot exists and that it's pretty easy to use. It's pretty good. You can use these buttons here. This one is a clipboard one. If you're on phone, you can copy and paste the emojis, send it to someone or something like that, I don't know. And then it's got an airplane button as well if you want to get to the airplane. Also worth mentioning that if a ring appears on your date board, it'll ask you if you want the ring, and it can automatically find the best route, including the ring, although again, it's not normally actually the best route, so there you go. But anyway, I think that's everything for this video, so I'm going to leave this one here. Bye!